Dear students, today we are going to discuss on evolution of design and design types. I would like to explain this evolution of design through some examples. Let us see the electric bulb. Ancient days, these electric bulbs are not there. Those have been taken through candles, or thereafter it has become like a lanterns. Out of that, the electric bulbs are introduced into the market in incandescent bulbs, which are having some filaments, and thereafter again entered into CFL bulbs, compact fluorescent bulbs, and thereafter again we had LED bulbs with SMD style and filament style LED bulbs. Like that, it's going on. The modifications and transformations of these light bulbs for the recent 40 to 50 years. So average lifespan also is getting increased. You are able to see incandescent bulbs are having 1500 hours and could have the lifetime of 6 months, and CFL bulbs will be having the lifetime of 5 years, and LED bulbs of SMD style is having around 17 years, and filament style LED bulbs are having 34 years. That means the technology has made us to get the improvement in this particular bird's lifespan. And watts what are all using is again based on this energy rating. The wattage required for this particular bulbs also has gone down to 5 watts. Okay, so this particular way, the improvement what is happened in the design of these bulbs could be seen. Coming to this mobile phone, the initial days of mobile phone, the size of the mobile phone is as equivalent to as wireless or cordless phone set which are used, which is meant for just receiving the signals within 10 to 100 meters, not more than that. So thereafter again, it has become like mobile to be utilized as a mobile phone. Wherever you go, wherever you travel, you can carry that particular mobile. So the importance has gone towards reducing its size, making it to be more compact, and in addition to that, adding the features to that, so that it should become like a multi-purpose utilizing product. So the way if we look at from Motorola, from there again Nokia has taken very long span of time period in the market with a lot of modifications what they brought out, and you could see the antenna which was there initially seen as a very big lengthy additional the component which is available attached to the handset, and that antenna has become like integrated within the set. And thereafter again these particular mobiles have been used in addition to making a call, in addition to sending the messages. It has been gone for sending emails and able to browse internet and trying to get connected to the social media. And thereafter again it is entered into as a substitute for camera, and thereafter it becomes like a touch screen where you are able to get even the keyboard is coming in the place of display panel. So the way how the transformation is happened, so initially they planned to bring down the size and make it to be very small, compact and less weight. Thereafter, by adding the facilities and features which this particular versatile product has come into the market as a smartphone, could be substituted either for the cameras or for playing games or for anything. Okay, that is the way how the evolution of mobile phone has taken a shape. Coming to this camera, way back like a 1600s, there was a camera called as Apsura, and then it is entered into again 1800s plate cameras which will be having wet plates and dry plates. Before taking the photos, it could be like a wet plate, and you require to wait for seeing the photo whether you are taken right or not again for a certain time period. Then only you'll be able to see the effect of how the photo has been taken. And then the 1900s, the film cameras have come into picture, and thereafter it has become like instant camera. That is the first time where soon after taking out the snap, you will be able to see the outcome of that particular snap, how it has come. And by 1980s onwards, again the rapid growth what is come into the evolution of this camera, digital camera has come into picture, which has helped us to transfer the photos, transfer the information from one particular gadget to the other gadget, and it has made like improving the particular quality, improving the content image resolution, visualization in a better way. And then it has come like a compact cameras again by reducing the size of these cameras, and thereafter video cameras. Now we could see the cellular phones which already been seen in the previous slide about like taking as a substitute for the camera. Coming to the cars, we could see the cars which were running a way back on like port with wheels, and thereafter entered into steam engine, and thereafter it is entered into gasoline, diesel, and after that now we are able to see these hybrid engines. Thereafter again, like there is a urge for these electric vehicles, and now we are able to see again fuel cells, hydrogen operated vehicles. Is a way how the technology is growing up, and how the cars evaluation based on the technology that we could see in this particular the presentation. Coming to the other way of looking at this cars, a lot of improvements which are taken care within car. It could be in the form of safety features, it could be in the form of comfort features, it could be in the form of additional infra or interior developments, and improving the maneuverability, trying to bring out automatic arrangements, and again making out unmanned vehicle or connected cars. There are many other things which are coming to picture. We could see from generation 1 to generation 10, lot many modifications which have happened within the car to improve the comfort level of the passengers or users. We could see in a different perspective about how the evaluation of the cars are happened from 1882 till date. We could see the wheel car, and thereafter it has been again slightly improved with some sort of steering mechanisms, and again some modification. We call now also those cars as vintage cars, and the shape, the form, the way the look, aesthetics, how they are all get transformed day by day based on the likes and interests of the customer in the market to get competition with other cars which are available in the market. Coming to the design types, there are totally 6 types of design. In engineering design, we call first one is about selection design. What is the selection design? Here, the design engineer simply picks out an existing solution that meets the specification requirements of the design problem. So it happens like selection of one particular commodity which suits to the entire product what is available there and fit into that particular slot. Example is given as a selection of bearing, or selection of coupling, selection of bolts, selection of nuts, or selection of a suitable mating part for this particular assembly. All these things come into this selection design. So we call this as a selection design. Coming to the next one is called configuration design. Suppose if you want to procure a desktop computer, you will be having a certain specifications what actually you want to have it in that. So that configuration, what you call it as, keeping all those things in a listed manner, and you are able to demand the person to provide all these particular configured components and able to assemble it and try to see that as a complete product. So the thing what you are giving it as a configuration, it's called as a configuration design. The standard components are going to be selected and combined to make a new configuration to meet the unique requirements of each and every individual customer. Coming to the third one is called the parametric design. So in this particular parametric design, the one particular critical parameter is going to be connected with every design parameters involved in the particular product. That means, suppose if you want to design a rope bridge, the rope size is a parameter that is varied until the bridge can support the necessary weight. So weight is going to be the output parameter that needs to be attended and addressed in order to attend that particular weight to be lifted up. So how the rope bridge to be designed? The rope bridge is to be every design parameter involved in the calculations needs to be connected with the size of the rope. So the size of the rope is a critical parameter to be taken into consideration for designing every other the components involved in this particular design. So we through that we'll try to arrive to the optimal design layout. Routine design. It is nothing but using the already existing codes, standard books, standard data, and trying to develop a product which could be in same lines of this particular standards. So routine design may also be referred as cookbook design. All these standards and codes which are going to be followed, and we'll be able to do calculations to perform the design and able to see that whether calculated design is within the limits or not. Once they're able to find out these are all within the limits, that means we are designing that particular product as per the standards given in this particular references. Redesign. Redesign is nothing but trying to improve the design what is already there and addressing the issues which are shown as a lacuna in that particular existing design. So in order to address the issues, you require to again improve the design what is already there by working out on the parameters which are not performing well and trying to work out how do we reduce the cost, how do we make this particular existing technology to be utilized for that, how do we satisfy the needs what are all been added up on existing product. So a classic example is already there is a one mosquito bat. So if you want to do better than that, so what else we do? Studying about existing mosquito racket and thereafter again understanding what are the existing issues in that and trying to address those issues and able to improve the next racket which could be better than this. Original design. This design begins with a stated need and arises from a completely new idea that has no apparent design solution. Here again we could see another way of like a lot of terminology and the words which are coming into the in a global scenario comes like industrial design, engineering design, as we have seen like a 6 types of engineering design things, machine design, interior design, schematic design, algorithm design, circuit design, depending upon the type of activity what you are doing it and what actually you are able to arrive. Based on that, the names are going to be added with the interdisciplinary term called as a design. We could see the Walker's design family tree to get much more clarity on that. We could see you'll be able to see through the initial inputs as the perceptions, or you may use as imagination, or a geometry, or visualization, or tactile properties, dexterity, materials, testing, manipulations, and process. These are taken as an input parameters, and you are able to make that to be entered in the form of either the design phase of either through drawing, or through modeling, or through simulation, or through calligraphy, or through cart building, or through catching, or pottery, or embroidery, or jewelry, which could be considered as like a crafts and art or science, and we will be able to do layout design, graphics design, fashion, product design, okay, industrial design, fabric designs, automotive designs, photography designs, electronics, structure, interior, like that, so on. So as a whole, the input parameters are becoming like a craft roots upon which you are able to either enter into art side or science side or craft side as an engineering overview. So anything could be called as a design, as a design is an interdisciplinary work which could be added based on your discipline at any point of time. So today we have gone through about evaluation of design, and also we have seen for